Hello everybody and welcome to Dragon's Hollow Gaming, where we are going to be playing some Stellaris. Now you might be wondering, oh, he's going to do Stellaris as his flagship series for the channel. Yes, I am. That's what I'm going to do, and honestly I think it's completely fine. This is going to be a small channel anyway to start out, so I think it's fine to be starting on, you know, a game like this. For like a playthrough. It kind of like I want to do games like Stellaris and Civ like as part of like my regular in betweens of like big story based playthrough games. Just because they're easy to record videos on. But anyway, we're gonna be playing as the Gaggasian Holy Conclave. I am doing the Broken Shackles as my origin, and I decided to take scavengers. It just seemed right for Broken Shackles, and then I picked efficient bureaucracy because I am planning on having a lot of priests and stuff, so that should actually be pretty useful. Egalitarian for the faction unity, and then fanatic spiritualist for the monthly unity. So we are more or less a unity build. That is probably what we're going to go for. And then I did traditional strong. I'll get because of Broken Shackles. I'll get a diverse group of pre-FTL. So we are going to. I was testing out an Ensign just to give it a shot. I normally play on Grand Admiral, but this being a new origin and all, I don't necessarily think I want to start off being punished for that. So I'm actually going to play on Captain just so that the AI has a little bit of bonuses, but not too many to get overwhelmed, you know? Anyway, I am going to be live streaming on Kick. If you are watching this on the YouTube side of things after the recording has gone live, and so if you want to follow me on Kick, it'll be pretty typical for like my usual username across all platforms. No dragons, please. That's pretty much what it's going to be across almost everything. Just because that's really what I started out actually growing on YouTube on, and Twitch and all that, so we might as well just keep branding consistent after all. Anyway, so as this pre-FTL species, obviously you're going to have to research labs, you have to do planetary government, and you have to get, like, ships. Like, you don't have any offensive capabilities early in the game, which could be bad, could be good, it doesn't really matter. It means you don't have to necessarily worry about a military, which is great. But as you can see, we also don't get construction ships or science vessels. So our main focus first is going to be a construction ship, and then we get our science vessel out afterwards. Because there's no point in exploring the cosmos if you can't actually also build in the cosmos. And so that's why we go the construction ship first for these types of builds, the pre-FTL builds. Also pretty much like I like getting all of these extra bonuses early in the game, because they matter a lot more early than they do later. So now that our construction ship is built, we're going to go automatic construction. And actually, I've gotten to where normal is just too fast usually in the game. I can more or less play it, I guess, early in the game. Normal speed's not too bad because there's not a whole lot going on. But later in the game, slow is just really, really nice, as it essentially will make it a lot easier to manage everything, because games like Stellaris, of course, are going to have a lot of multi-management. I did choose a huge galaxy, and there can be upwards of, I think, 30 civilizations. I think I chose random, so it's like somewhere between 15 to 30. So it can either be a really full galaxy or it can be a really empty galaxy. Either way, it's going to be interesting to say the least. We did not look at our species. Also, we forgot to set our policies. Since there's not a whole lot going on, we're fine to do this. We actually want closed borders early, and we actually need robotic workers to be outlawed since we are spiritualist. We do not go machines at all. Outside of that, debris for research and scavenge, refugees are welcome, actually. And then prohibited. If we ever purge, it's going to be displacement, but we don't really have to worry too much about that. We can make an industrial district early if we want to, just for the extra consumer goods and alloys. It would not be a terrible idea. But for the time being, we're just kind of hanging out. As a pre-FTL species, your early management is actually not too terrible because you're just essentially working to get your population in lines with modern spacefaring civilizations. So it's fortunate on that we don't necessarily have to worry too much about anything. For example, like, you know, I could build a science ship here, and it's probably about the correct time to do so because then we'll have the Unity to hire a scientist. I do like the pre-FTL stuff that more or less has come out. Oh yeah, we were gonna check all the species we got as part of this origin. We got athletes who are traditional and conservationists. That's good. I think that's a commendable initiative. We got the Jun, who are quick learners and strong. Okay. We got Faller, who is a natural physicist, so that's gonna benefit our physics research. There's of course our Gagasi. Oh yeah, that's right. You actually need 2
construction complete.
Science ships early because one of them. You also get the Unity gain pretty quickly as well. But I forgot, you actually need 2 science ships early because you need at least 1 to look through the archaeological site because it'll give essentially a lot. Here's a couple of our factions that came through, so that's good. But back to looking at species. You got the Glare who make volatile motes, which is nice, just being a natural thing. More minerals, it's good. More Unity for that one. Conforming for these guys. Natural sociologists, so that's pretty good as well. Charismatic, I do like that we have amenities, except wasteful is a bad trait. I almost never intentionally put wasteful on anything. We did get cave dwellers, aquatic cave dwellers, which is interesting. Oh no, that's just the portrait. We did get cave dwellers, which is interesting. But the story of like basically the whole wow, very strong, nice. The story of the whole Broken Shackles timeline, whatever you want to call it, is essentially that a bunch of slaves rallied against their captors and they managed to free themselves, board their captors' ships, and then actually managed to more or less land on a planet and try and start their civilization over. So if you heard a slight crunch, snacks are important. We should have... Okay, here's our second science ship. Maybe we got lucky and have the... We don't. Okay. That's fine. I was hoping we were going to get lucky and have the low leader cost upgrade, but no such luck. That's fine. We'll accept it for what it is. I feel like I was making like much more Unity. And maybe I was, actually. I just felt like I was making a ton more Unity early. Wait, where do we get the... Oh, here's the preacher jobs. Yeah, all of these are just early pre-FTL jobs. And now we can excavate the site. So there we go. Excavating the site is what you want to do pretty early on because it does give you a lot of free stuff. But yeah, pre-FTLs I have noticed like play more or less kind of slow. I don't like that it tells me construction complete every time it finishes like a mining station or a research station. I don't necessarily need to know that all the time. But it is what it is, I suppose. We just accept. We accept. Oh yeah. So, fun fact, if you have never played Stellaris, this doesn't matter since we only have one ship, but this is a good way to highlight all your ships. Actually, we have two ships, but you can highlight all the ships in this specific area by doing this. I don't want to lose the Unity, so we will take the political ethics shift. And here's our first habitable world, actually, which is really good. Let's see how good it is. It's going to be mostly... It'll mostly be like city and industrial districts, probably. Maybe a little bit of everything, actually. Just to start our economy, but for the most part, it's not the greatest. Also, we'll clear all this ship debris pretty shortly once we finish scavenger ship. Or as we're actually doing the scavenger ship excavation, the crashed slaver ship. Or slaver. Slaver. The crashed slaver ship, not slaver. Our Unity is unfortunately not good. And our tech is also not good. But we did get lucky that computing, we got lucky for this, so that's good. Not as lucky for biology, I guess. The factions are starting to come in.
Survey complete.
Factions are starting to come in, so that's good. Approval. They're probably mad at AI outlawed, right? Yeah, they're mad at AI outlawed. Autocracy. We can't really do that necessarily. Stratified bad, oppressive, subjugation policy. Yeah. Benevolent subjugation policy. No. I don't feel like being benevolent with my subjugation. On the upside, we can at least get this. It's interesting that, like, you can build star bases and do all that. Obviously, Broken Shackles came with some technology. All of the pre-FTLs that escaped, but not necessarily all of it. It's just very interesting, to say the least. Oh. So I will say the one thing that kind of isn't fun about pre-FTLs early. It's just how the fact how slow it is. It's nice. I could actually probably bump this up to normal speed. Not a whole lot's going to actually be happening right now. Realistically, we're just going to be hanging out and not doing a whole lot. Oh, by the way, with the most recent patch of Stellaris, they added minor artifacts as like an actual strategic resource. So that's kind of actually interesting, to say the least. Just because, I don't know, the minor artifacts weren't a strategic resource for such a long time in Stellaris, and now they are. So it's something else to keep track of, which is fine. I'm not necessarily worried about that. I will say the one thing that Stellaris players, especially those that play solo, tend to do is make up.
Construction complete.
Con was not our home. That we were nothing but a motley band of indentured assets, and that the challengers before us were too great to overcome. But with the building of our first outpost, we've shown exactly what a free people can accomplish. The only limit is our own imagination. How beautiful of a statement. And there we go. We get free Unity for that. Maybe we actually take Discovery? I think we go ahead and take Discovery. Also, we should look at Edicts. Map the Stars is a good one. I can't take Veneration of
System
Saints.
survey complete.
I would love to take Veneration of Saints, but... Oh wait, hold up. Maybe I can. Yeah, okay. So up until we actually have Priest, we can't do Veneration of Saints. Because our Unity gain will just be a little too bad. What we could do, however, is like possibly colonize our first outpost over here. The Forest Mandate. Yeah, well, I didn't think to look at our Fertility Preacher, which is nice. And Reformer. Wow, even with Reformer, our monthly Unity is just awful, huh? Well, that's okay. I think I am going to go ahead and get another sign ship after this colony ship, just because I usually like to have multiple. The whole reason I like to have multiple is just because it gives me the ability. It gives me
complete.
the ability to do like multiple surveying. Toxic construction is interesting. Yes, because it's just a toxic road. I will say, the weird thing about starting a new YouTube channel like I am with this one, Dragon's Hollow Gaming, and then also testing out a new streaming platform on Kick, is that it's kind of nice just not, I guess, expecting anything. That's kind of bad, but when you start growing a following, you're like, oh, well, I expect a certain amount of people will show up and everything. And so not necessarily having that expectation is actually slightly relieving. We have 2 unemployed, which actually is beneficial for us. And why do they like to eat? We have 2 lithoids, actually. That's pretty impressive. I just think it's slightly cool that... We're egal... No, we're an oligarchy, right? So that removes ship's debris. It also gives us some free research.
Have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, so we have research labs. We don't have technicians yet, so I don't know if field modulation is what we want to go for.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
The fusion reaction will just take a long time, but I guess it's fine. Now, minerals from miners, we also don't have miners yet. We just got corvettes. This will take forever, but I think it's more or less what we want to go for.
Construction complete.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because we will be slightly defensive early on. Oh good, eager.
We are spreading our faith to a new world.
Actually, since I did get eager, I'm actually going to get another science ship because I saw another eager leader on that.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright. We have a temple. I need to be able to upgrade that so that we can get politicians. Pop growth speed, pretty good to get actually early on. We are starting to lose consumer goods, but that's only until Industrial District is finished. Once Industrial District's finished, we should be fine on consumer goods for a tiny bit. For just a wee bit. There's no valid auto-migration destination. Yeah, that's fair. I do like the auto-migration feature. I just feel like it actually benefits a lot. Yes, I know, I had the ability to get more, but honestly, I feel like I don't need more quite yet. Also, we can actually do Veneration of Saints now, which is great. Kind of up our unity gain. I think we'll need to build another industrial district here, which will put us really low on minerals for a little bit. Which I suppose is not ideal. Just cause, well, yeah, please go survey. There we go. So this ups the survey speed, which is good. I took discovery first because it's, you know, we want to discover new things. We're pretty eager to get out there.
Construction complete.
In my opinion, discovery probably more or less is going to help us out more than any of the other ones. Prosperity can be good, but I don't think we need it right now. Also, we apparently have gone... I'm actually going to build my second construction ship, by the way, here. So we removed more ship debris from Khan, which is great. And we got the first league. We got the first league as our precursors, which is, it's been a while since I've had the first league, so I actually don't remember what they have. Stellar Culture Shock also sucks, by the way, but I'll be free from it in 3.2 years, so I guess I'll be okay. Maybe now I would want to... This would be a good time to actually build a generator district, and actually this is a good generator district zone, because there's a lot of... There's just a lot of free slots. We got lucky that the fact that there's 2 lithoids, because lithoids actually don't consume as much in terms of food as you know, food, quote unquote, as biologicals do, regular biologicals.
System survey complete.
We already found signs of precursor activity. Unfortunately, my guys are gonna just be a little stuck at researching all these things. 1800. Wait, they could be a late... Oh. It's because we bred 2 specialists somehow. We definitely want the research station output increased.
System survey complete.
Alright, so you're on automatic construction, which is nice. Do we want the minerals and physics, or do we want the energy and... I think we want the energy, minerals, and engineering research. That sounds pretty good. Also, it's an archaeological site, so we probably want it anyway. This planet right here is actually on a chokehold, which is kind of cool. Although Mublar would be a better chokehold because it'd be away from the planet. I am actually going to go ahead and probably buy some minerals because I want...
The faithful have claimed a new world.
I want to do this, and then I also want to build this, and then I also want to build that. And our colony's all set up, which is good. Okay, auto relocation, I guess. Just happened.
Construction complete.
Once we can kind of mitigate our... Now for this, I do think I want to specialize in industrial districts. Science division is fine.
Anomaly found.
Research. Mainly what we're going to want. Make preparations for the mineral bands. Ah, okay. That is fortunate. I guess it's because of the toxic stuff. But we can apparently find ways to make it into minerals, so that's good. I will say the nice thing about Stellaris is, in general, you don't necessarily need to worry about minerals early. Once you start kind of making more mining. But you do need to worry about minerals eventually because of the fact that once you get multiple planets, it becomes really hard to stockpile minerals.
Construction complete.
Oh, we got volatile motes and rare crystals. That's pretty good. And And we found a pre-sapient species. I guess right here. We need that data to repair the core. Repair the core.
System survey complete.
Okay, so that takes care of that. It's kind of weird that our power projection, we're getting like 0.2 for power projection, given that I feel like we have none. We have no military fleet.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Alright, later experience gain will be nice, and then researcher upkeep will be amazing.
Anomaly found.
There we go. Metallurgist. Who took the metallurgist job? Oh, just this guy. Okay.
Construction complete.
Free alloys. Yay! I need like just 500 food.
Construction complete.
What does that say? While debris from the crash is scattered across a massive area, enough for the ship to survive that scavenging it for parts may be of value. Ah, yes.
Situation log updated.
There's the fungal signals.
Construction complete.
We can see them. They are definitely a science vessel. So that does mean that someone is very close to us. A couple somebodies, actually. Just wait until you're done.
Anomaly found.
Okay, fine. What we definitely want to do is build something here so that we can prevent people from coming into our little thing. Because it looks like this little area is probably about all we're going to get without trying to conquer places. Which is fine. We can make it work. It's just kind of annoying. I'd rather have a little bit more of an area explored. But if we don't, we don't. It's not the end of the world.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
There's our pop growth speed. We don't really need food from farmers, so we're just actually going to get the research. That's definitely what we need, actually. And then we can actually take, where is it? Technological Ascendancy. It's one of my favorite first picks.
Construction complete.
It just feels really good to have it as a first pick.
Situation log updated. Special project complete.
Okay, so that's definitely like science ship is going around. I think, are they... That's surveying. I was trying to see if that was maybe, for some reason... Keep at it. Okay, graveyard expedition's almost done.
Special project complete.
Alright, I'm actually gonna make you survey there first.
Construction complete.
Alright, so quantum firewalls is really good. We need our code breaking to be a little bit better. I just want to survey this because I know for sure that I'm going to be locked into this little area.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
And fortunately, we just got basic strike craft, so that's good. I need the army damage and the worker pop output.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
There's our fusion reactor. We'll go for quantum firewalls. In fact, I should probably just go ahead and prematurely upgrade this.
System survey complete.
There. We need people to become technicians.
System survey complete.
Hostile. Oh, please don't be.
Situation log updated.
Since I pretty much already almost covered most of this, I might as well just... Might as well cancel the automatic surveying, and then I'll just send you to assist with research. Oh no, I can excavate. Never mind. And given our position, I would say defense is probably in our best interest.
Construction complete.
I'm gonna go ahead and just do that right now. You can actually go right here. Yep, that's what I figured. I think they were actually getting that.
Special project complete.
Okay, so we got the first league artifact. And then we'll just excavate this site. What is it? 2 angled. Fascinating. Very fascinating. I will say, it's kind of nice that, as far as on the streaming side of things, it seems like Kick might actually be a suitable competitor against Twitch. I wish that there was like a suitable competitor to YouTube so that they essentially couldn't get away with like half of the stuff they do.
System survey complete. Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
I know I'm saying this on a video that it's gonna go up to YouTube, but eh. It just feels like YouTube has, like, they feel like they have no competition, so they don't need to care about creators anymore. Really, they protect
Construction complete.
corporate interests a little too much, in my opinion. Oh, but here we go. We now go into the future. We get a whole bunch of stuff, which is nice. But we also are going to lose our laborers.
Construction complete.
Which I guess, really, they should all just... not laborers. We still have our laborers. We lose our scavengers. We might be able to get away with one more industrial district, but I feel like... I just feel like this is where we really want to specialize.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
In industrial.
System survey complete.
We'll go for this. Having the extra research speed will be great. Let's research locate homeworlds, actually. It's pretty important in my opinion.
An alien empire now speaks to us in the language of the divine.
We greeted them as honor-bound warriors.
Incoming transmission.
I feel like I want to disagree on that.
We are spreading our faith to a new world.
Another tropical world. Or a tropical world, I guess.
System survey complete. Incoming transmission.
I decline that just because I don't feel like it benefits me at all. Because it really doesn't. Alright, build.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Now maybe we take... I guess we would take geothermal fracking, that's probably the best. We're getting so many insights at least.
Construction complete.
Alright, we have defenses now, which is pretty good. This is such a little small area I'm confined to. I'm gonna have to actually really muster a military. But I think for Dragon's Hollow Gaming, I only want episodes of Stellaris and maybe Civilization, those types of games to only go on for about 45 minutes, because most other like Let's Plays that I plan to record will be about like 30-ish minutes anyway, so that works out for me. Anyway, if you're seeing this on YouTube, feel free to go ahead and subscribe to Dragon's Hollow Gaming to catch more gaming content from me, as that's going to be the easiest way to know when it comes out. And make sure you hit that bell. If you could, give me a like, helps me in the algorithm. Even leave a comment if you can, because that also helps me in the algorithm. But without further ado, we're going to say bye for this episode on YouTube. Also, if you want to follow me on Kick, I guess I'll start including it in my social media platforms as well. So if you want to follow me on Kick, let me know if Kick is maybe what you would rather see me live on. Who knows? Feel free to let me know by following me on there. But we will see you guys later, and goodbye.